Hunger fact. Undernourishment negatively affects people's health, productivity, sense of hope, and overall well-being.
Hunger fact. A lack of food stunts growth, slows thinking, zaps energy, and hinders fetal development.
Hunger facts. Over 10% of Americans 65 years of age and over live in poverty.
Did you know 35 million Americans live in households considered to be food insecure?
Did you know many Americans must make difficult choices between paying for food or other necessities?
Did you know that 37% of working adults are in need of emergency food assistance?
Did you know the world produces 20% more food than the entire world population can consume?
We have way too much food.
But then again, we don't have enough.
It doesn't have to be this way.
And you can help us raise money for the Compassion Center.
We would like to thank everyone for giving us time to tell you about Macon County Ministries. Hi, I'm Curtis Harlan, and I'm with Jan Barton and Martha McDowell. A little bit of the history of Macon County Ministries is it was not always known as Macon County Ministries. It was formerly known as Macon Ministerial Alliance. In the early 1990s, that group came together, recognizing their similarities and leaving their differences behind. But they all wanted to serve God and helping those in need. We are here today reminded of the verse from Matthew 25. I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was a prisoner, and you came to visit me.
Did you know there was no cost of living adjustment in Social Security for a second year in a row, causing more seniors to fall in poverty?
Many seniors and disabled are forced to choose between purchasing food or necessary medications.
Did you know that the state of Missouri ranks 5th in the nation for number of children living in food-insecure households?
Prior to 2010, Missouri was 9th in the nation. Now it's in 5th place. Missouri is going the wrong direction and putting more children at risk.
Did you know Macon County is higher than the state's average of 23.9% in terms of obesity?
Among adults, 29.1% are obese. Among high school students, 14% are obese.
Did you know that Macon County Ministries helps less fortunate families at Christmas through Helping Hands in the Santa Shop?
Families are adopted throughout the community and are provided for at Christmas by their adopting family.
Did you know that Macon County Ministries helped hundreds of families with utilities assistance in 2010?
$14,792 was spent assisting families with heating costs in 2010.
Did you know that Macon County Ministries assists transients?
In 2010, $2,045 was spent helping transients with gas and or food and or one-night motel stays.
Did you know Macon County Ministries oversees an emergency food pantry to respond to family emergencies?
An average of 40 families per month were helped in 2010 with basic foods and small household necessities. $3,439 was spent in 2010 for pantry utilities and donated meat processing. Emergency food pantry foods and supplies are provided through the generosity of the Macon County communities, businesses and individuals, and local food drives.
Did you know that Macon County Ministries is a hunger relief partner agency with the Food Bank of Central Missouri and Northeast Missouri?
The monthly food pantry served from 300 to 360 families monthly in 2010, representing 900 to 1,000 individuals monthly. During 2010, Macon County Ministries spent $8,059 for warehouse rental, utilities, supplies, and food transportation. Approximately 60 volunteers and 300 man-hours are required each month for Macon County Ministries to provide the monthly food pantry.
Macon County Ministries operates a monthly food pantry in a rented warehouse space on North Allen Street in Macon. We're currently unable to meet some of our basic needs in this facility. Last year, volunteers distributed around 300,000 pounds of food and other necessities. Our goal would be to increase the volume to 350,000 pounds. The existing warehouse space is not adequate to handle that volume and variety of foods to meet the needs within our community. Our current location is lacking hot water, making it impossible to properly clean and sanitize the facility. The current way of unloading our shipments is difficult and it's risky with the use of forklifts and chains. With only 9 chest freezers and no refrigeration units, the warehouse can't store fresh produce, dairy products, or sufficient quantities of frozen protein-rich foods. This means that we lose opportunities to provide nutritious foods that are available to us. Distribution is difficult and slow as clients must maneuver grocery carts through narrow, congested aisles. The existing warehouse lacks heating and cooling, making the inside working conditions uncomfortable year-round. Outside, clients waiting to enter the warehouse have no sheltered area to protect them from the elements.
Curtis, I've tried to identify some of the problems with the current location that we're in. I tried to touch on some of the points where we're experiencing difficulty and some of the things we are unable to do because of space limitations and other problems. What are your thoughts on some of this?
Well, some of the problems that we deal with is when we receive our weekly shipments is we do not have a loading dock. And as you can see, when we have to use a chain to pull out big pallets of food out of the back of a van trailer, it can be very difficult. We also fight some of the concrete around here being broken. It makes the forklift very, bouncy when you're trying to carry a load of food. And also for the, the clients that come through, we have a gravel parking lot, and trying to push a grocery cart full of food across the rocks, it's not very handy, and we've had a couple of carts fall over. So the need is very, very big out there. We were also blessed with a nice walk-in cooler, but at our current location, we're not big enough to actually install that yet, so that's why we're, asking for your help. I'd like to take this moment to thank Casey's General Stores Incorporated for giving us the wonderful gift of the Casey's building downtown Macon, which is going to be known as the Compassion Center, which is going to serve as the hub for Macon County Ministries. And with the gift of Casey's General Store, it has allowed us the opportunity to be able to expand that. And one of our goals now is to add an addition to the west side of that building that's currently there, which would add roughly 1,200 square feet. It would also allow us space to install this new cooler. It would allow us space to bring in more food. Inside that building, Casey's generously left us with walk-in freezers, so that's going to allow us to receive more freezer food. With the walk-in cooler, it's going to allow us to receive more produce. I remember a time in the summer a couple years ago where we received a pallet of potatoes, and it was so hot that we lost most of those potatoes. They just spoiled and weren't able to give them out. So, there's a need out there, and it's really depressing when you receive that kind of quality of food and you just don't have the equipment to keep it cool like it needs to be. And there's so much that we can do with this additional space. Currently, we have a contractor that has given us quotes on that. We know about what it's going to take to do that. We're asking for your help. Our goal is to raise $150,000 to do this addition. It is also going to provide us with more space so that we can start a training program to be able to educate this community on food and nutrition.
Thank you for your time today. Thank you for listening to our plea. This isn't my problem. This isn't Curtis's or Jan's problem. This is something that we do as a community. We are all part ownership in those that we love and that we care about, that are our neighbors and our friends. So we just thank you for your time, and we ask that you would seriously consider how you can be a part of this.
We are reminded of Matthew 14:14. When Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them, and He healed their sick and fed their hungry. We want to follow in Jesus' footsteps and serve as He did, feeding our hungry and helping to heal our sick. We thank you for your generosity, and we thank you for your gifts in any way that you can help. And God bless.